As you guys can see from the title, today we're doing our makeup rehab series. This is my low buy series where I update you guys on all of my empties, my PR, what I've purchased, what I've used up, and pans, which I forgot to rally up for you guys. Give me a second. Okay, you guys, I have a lot of explaining to do this month. I have a lot of explaining to do, but it's honestly for a good reason, and I'm not mad. I'm not mad, and I'm not overwhelmed, and I don't feel like I am anxious or have anxiety over this stuff. So let's get into it so I can give you my explanations. All right, you guys, my desk is overwhelmed. Oh my gosh. Okay, all right, let's get started. Okay, so last month I had 18 credits. That's what I ended up with, is 18 credits. So we are rolling 18 credits into this month. Okay, so we're going to start off with PR and gifts. As you guys know, PR and gifts do not count towards my beauty bank, nor does it affect it in any way, since it was not money that I used up. That includes gift cards. We made that very clear last month. A lot of you guys, I don't think one person stated that I should punish myself for gift cards. And last month I had told you I hoard gift cards, right? Well, this month I used them basically all up. So that's where we stand. So anyway, so let's get into the PR and gifts first. So for PR, a lot of this I just can't put all on my desk. So I got the Gain Beauty PR set where it came with blushes, eyeliners, palettes. What else did it come with? Single shadows, liquid lip products. So I got quite a bit in that PR. And again, I'm very thankful. I'm using this stuff. I really enjoy it. Nothing got decluttered. Everything is in my collection still. And if you saw any of my collection videos, you would see those products in my drawers. So I got quite a bit of products in there alone. And a lot of those products, you guys know that I'm not purchasing myself. Like, I'm not purchasing blushes. I'm not purchasing eyeliners, liquid eyeliners, that sort of thing. So unless I get them through PR, I'm not buying those. The other thing that I did get in PR was this foundation. This is the Makeup Forever Powder Foundation. This powder foundation impacted me in a major way. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I do love it, but it also impacted me in a different way, which I will explain to you guys in a minute. I did a whole demo on it. I personally really like this foundation because I have oily skin. I don't know if a drier skin person would enjoy it as much, maybe like a touch-up kind of, but I love it, and I do prefer it with one of my BK Beauty brushes, like a dense brush. It looks so beautiful, and it wears so nice throughout the day, and I love this. I haven't fallen in love with a powder foundation in a long time, and it is a blurring matte flat foundation, but that's what I love about it, because then I can decide where I want to put my glow and my glisten and my highlight, and not have this dictate that. So that's the other PR product I got through Influencer. And then the last thing I got through PR was 2 lip products, which I also used in a demo, 2 different videos from Merit in Fashion and Cabo. So I have used these as well, and I still have them in my collection. I have gifts. I got a huge gift this past month. Okay, so before we get into what this foundation did to me, let me get into the gifts first. My sister, my middle, I have 2 sisters, obviously. One of them that's my middle sister. She's more into the liquid eyeliner. She's the one that gets all of my liquid eyeliners that I don't really care for. Like, she recently got 2 Stila liquid eyeliners that I got in free gift with purchases. She gets a lot of my liquid eyeliners. She loves mascara. She loves, brow products. She's a very minimalist when it comes to her makeup. So she has her staples in her collection, and that's the end of that. She's not somebody who really likes to wear foundation, blushes, bronzers, eyeshadow that much, unless it's like a shadow stick that she prefers. Very minimal. She's like a mascara, lip product kind of girl with her brows. Like, that's really it for her, and moisturizer. She doesn't even wear foundation. Okay, so with that said, I'm setting the tone for you guys. My sister, she's part of certain organizations that do charities and things. And recently, the last month or so, they've been doing a lot of like silent auctions, purse bingos, that kind of stuff. So she went to these with her mother-in-law. And she bid on 3 different baskets. This ring light's going to drive me crazy again. I'm just warning you guys. Warning you. So she did, her and her mother-in-law bid on silent auction baskets. These baskets were considered like self-care baskets for the month of February, love yourself kind of thing. And within those baskets, there was only certain things that she wanted. And then the rest she gave to me because they didn't care for it. She wanted more of like the mascara, the skincare, the eyeliners, the lip gloss, the lip oils. That kind of stuff is what she kept, and then ended up giving me the rest of the stuff. So I have a ton. There was 3 different baskets. And let me tell you that the silent auction she attends are not these cheapy ones either. Let me tell you, I don't even want to tell you what my sister bids on sometimes because I think she's crazy to spend that kind of money, but who am I to judge? Do you what you want to do with your own money. So anyway, with that said, I ended up with 3 because her mother-in-law and she bid on 2 different baskets. They picked everything that they wanted out of their baskets that they won. And then I ended up getting the leftovers, which is still generous, you guys. Generous. I am shocked, and I'm not complaining at all whatsoever. So out of these boxes, I don't remember what basket came with what, to be honest with you guys. This is just it. So out of the boxes, there were these in here. I've never tried these, never owned these. These are the Revlon, what are these? Revlon Fully Loaded, Revlon So Fierce prismatic palettes. So each basket had like 2 or 3 of them in each, and they were all the different kinds. So I didn't get any repeats, which is a shocker, which whoever put these baskets together must have known what they were doing. So I ended up with all of these. I think there's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 of them in total. Are these being discontinued? I don't know. I know I've seen these at Walmart, CVS. I've never purchased them on my own. So I ended up with these in those baskets. So I ended up with eyeshadow without me even buying really eyeshadow. So here are these. Then each basket had nude lip liners, and some of the baskets had the same lip liner. So I ended up with like 2 of some colors and not of all. Look at all these lip liners in here. My sister does not like lip liners. She has a scar on her lip. She has bigger lips than me, but she has a scar like right here on her lip from one of our pets growing up, scratched her and left her a scar there. So she doesn't like lipsticks or lip liners. She's more of a lip gloss, lip oil kind of person, chapstick, because then it doesn't accentuate that scar she has. So I ended up with all of these lip liners, which guess what? I am not mad because I needed lip liners. So some of the brands that I got, I know I ended up with 2 Essence Soft and Precise lip liners. I know there's a second one in here somewhere. I think so. Oh, here it is. So I ended up with 2 of these in the shade, what are these shades? Legendary. So 2 Legendary. I ended up with these Essence 8-Hour Matte Comfort ones. Never tried these before in the color Hazelnut. So I have 2 of those. I have the other shade in the same line in Cinnamon Spice. So I ended up with 2 of those. 2 ColourPop BFF lip liners, which I've never tried in my life. So I'm actually happy that I get to finally try those. Those are very exciting. Then the rest were all NYX, but they're all not the same. Nude Beige, which I have tried in the past and used up, which I love. Here's another Nude Beige. So I got 2 of those. I ended up getting Natural, which is another one that I've always loved and had and used up. And Sandstorm, which I don't know if I've ever used Sandstorm. So I ended up with all of those. But there's more, you guys. But there's more. I'm still shocked that these baskets were in this, but I'm not I shouldn't be shocked because of the auction she attended. So anyway, I'm not going to blame. In the baskets also, there was correctors and foundations and concealers. And she did consult with me because the person that set up these baskets was waiting for whoever won them to get their shade colors and stuff, which I thought was interesting and fascinating. Let me tell you, this was all planned so nicely. So I ended up getting the Boing Bright On Concealer in Peach, corrector in Peach. So I have tried it and I do like this one. I've tried almost everything on here because I've had them for a minute. The other one is, it had the e.l.f. color corrector in Peach, which obviously I wanted the peach one because I want to try. I have tried this. This is more like a summer corrector for me because it really doesn't correct as much as I need it to, but it's still workable. But I don't like the scent of these. These are new, right? I'm assuming these are new. I've never seen these before. And it smells like paint to me, but I know it's like a relatively new thing on the market. The other 4 things that came in these baskets is this one. This is the new Revlon True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. And I picked the shade 23 Light. This shade is exactly, I mean, to the T. Exactly. Undertone, everything. I mean, I've never had a more perfect shade match in my life when it comes to a foundation, and that's this one for me. I really do like this foundation. You can see that I've already wore it. I've worn it already like 2 or 3 times. Really like that foundation. The other one is this one. I didn't know until recently that this was packaged in a new packaging. I think I mentioned in a previous video because I knew I got these. This is the L'Oreal True Match, and I got it in light medium N4, which is also beautiful. Really like this foundation. Always love this foundation. Fun fact, the very first liquid foundation I ever put on my face, ever tried, was this one. The original with the twist off tube. First ever that I tried on my face was this one. I always wore Bare Minerals mineral foundation. I never had worn a liquid foundation. I always stuck to powder foundation for like from the age of like 18 all the way to like 28. I never wore any liquid foundation in my 20s ever until my late 20s. This is the first foundation I ever tried. And I never bought it again because I started to learn my way. I just didn't understand makeup well. But yeah, I got this one, which is one that I really do like now. And then the best part is, you guys, I got this. You guys, this is the Lancome Tint Idol Wear sunscreen. It does have sunscreen, which is a little scary. I have worn it already once and it hasn't broken me out. It only has 3% of chemical sunscreen and my skin is allergic to it, but I didn't see any breakout or anything, so it might work for me. But beautiful foundation, beautiful. I got it in the shade Bisque, and I also got the concealer, all over concealer in the shade Buff. So if you guys don't know what these look like, I've already worn both of them and I do love them. I'm hoping that this does not break me out. This is the only one that I have in front of me that has SPF. As you guys know, I try to avoid any chemical SPF because of my skin, but this, since it only has 3% of it, I don't think it should be so bad. It's only 15% SPF. So I have a feeling that if it's a lot, then that's when it affects me. Right now, it hasn't affected me. So yeah, you guys, that was all in the box. Well, there was a lot more in those baskets, but my sister and her mother-in-law kept a lot of it. So I did not keep the majority of it, but I am so grateful and thankful. Like, what? I couldn't believe it. So sticking with PR and gifts, here's the deal. I ended up, spoiler alert, I ended up using a foundation, which is in here. And I was so excited because I was down to one foundation left, you guys. And that one foundation was another foundation set in PR through Influencer. And I'm not a fan of it in the winter time. I'm only a fan of it in the summer because it's a very mattifying foundation. And I was like, okay, I get to finally buy my foundation I want to buy. And then this shows up on my doorstep. Which, again, I am very grateful, very thankful because I do love this foundation. I'm so grateful that I was able to, but I was kind of upset with myself because I finally was able to buy a foundation, and then my 2 rule foundation kicked in because I already had that one foundation, and then this one came in the mail. And I said, you know what? Enough. This is what broke the camel's back. I grabbed all of my all of my gift cards. I had 6 gift cards in total. I had a lot of Visa ones because our bank has a program that if you use your debit card as a credit, like, you know, when you go in and you type in your PIN and you put it in as credit instead, you get points. And with those points, me and Mr. Man redeemed for gift cards. So we've redeemed for gift cards. And I ended up with 2 gift cards, Visa gift cards from there. I had some Sephora gift cards. I had Ulta gift cards. I had Kohl's gift cards that I had never used because I didn't find anything at Kohl's. And then Sephora shows up at Kohl's. So it all worked out in the end. So you guys, I ended up spending six different gift cards this month. And I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not one bit remorseful. I didn't have any regret because I was just like, enough. I even went back into my videos, you guys, and I tried to go as far back as I could. I went back down to 2017. I have absolutely 0 videos of me buying foundations for myself. I have always just relied on what I had or what was sent to me in PR. And I said enough. I want to buy the foundations I've been wanting to for years. For years, you guys. There's been foundations on my wish list for years. Some that have been completely discontinued because I never bought them. And I said, you know what? I'm done. I am done. I am done. I am done. And this is before I got these. Now, before I even knew I was getting these, it happened because I've had this foundation since the beginning of February. I think I got this in PR the first week of February, but it stated on there that I wasn't allowed to speak about it until the 16th of February, around there. So I wasn't allowed to talk about it, post about it, do anything with it, but just use it to get my opinion on it. So I only had this one, and I had no idea that these were coming my way because obviously I didn't bid on the baskets. My sister did. So I went ahead and I said, screw it. I went and used Ulta points. I used Sephora points. Sephora had 15 off of 75. I used that. My sister gave me hers, so I used hers. I had $10 off coupon from Ulta also that I ended up using. I mean, I exhausted all of my resources to finally buy things that I wanted to buy. No eyeshadow palette has caught my attention till this day, and I said, screw it. I think that I deserve it. I want these, and I'm gonna do it. So you guys, I went a little crazy, but again, I am not mad one bit. So I did finish a foundation. So I bought this as my replacement foundation. You guys know I wanted this foundation. This is the Smashbox Studio Hydra Foundation. This was half off at Ulta for like 21 bucks, and I couldn't leave it. And now I think they're discontinuing this. See, this is what I'm getting. In stores, they don't have any more shades. Online, they're almost all gone. So I don't know if they're phasing this foundation out, but I did end up buying it at $21 as my replacement for the one I used up this month that you'll see. So this doesn't count because it was a replacement buy. So there's the first foundation. And then I said, I've had enough. I'm going to buy the ones that I want because I've been wanting them for a long time. I've been wanting to use them. And you guys, I have not looked back because I've realized how bad some of these foundation shades that have been sent to me through PR have been, and I've been able to make them work. But I realized, wow, so bad. And I've been looking like an Oompa Loompa for so long. So I'm just going to go with it, you guys. All these were gift cards. I bought the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. I've wanted this for a long time. This one I have not used yet, but this is like a foundation that I want to use in the summer. These have been on my wish list. I have seen countless videos on all these foundations, so none of these are new to the market. None of these are ones that have just recently been released. None, you guys. These are ones that have been on my wish list that I wanted for a long time, and I just went ahead and spent all my gift cards on it. The other one is the Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer by NARS. This is one that I just keep. I know that Paulina here, that she's no longer on YouTube. She just recently had a baby. She was using this a lot, and I really liked it when she used it. I have not used it yet, but it's on my list to go. The other one, NARS Natural Radiant Longwear one. This one's the one that I wanted to use next, but I have not gotten to it. I've heard nothing but amazing things on this foundation, so I went ahead, just put it in my cart. No buyer's remorse at all. I really don't. I don't feel it at all because I know that I'm going to love these and use them because I've done my research and I know my skin already. It's not like it's a surprise. Am I going to like it? Not going to like it? Nope. I already know. The other one is the Light Reflecting Foundation. This is gorgeous. I have used it and it is beautiful. I don't know if I can get away with using this in the summer, but right now in the dead of winter, oh, it is beautiful. I see why people talk about this and how beautiful it looks on the skin. It doesn't look oily. Wow, it's gorgeous. Really like that one. Let's keep going, you guys. I ended up replacing, again, this is my third or fourth tube of this. And I didn't realize they changed the packaging. The It Cosmetics, this is the CC Cream SPF 50, the one that I've gone through tubes of. So I ended up getting a new shade, Neutral Medium, which I never tried. And this I know has physical sunscreen. This is the only foundation that I can purchase with SPF that I know I can use because it has physical and not chemical sunscreen. And I've gone through tubes of them and I said, you know what? I miss it. I want it back. So I went and bought it. This is like a summer one. I've been wanting this for a very long time. Ever since it came out last year, I've put it on my wish list. My friends have said they loved it, and I love how this looks on my skin. I've used this already twice, and I love it. This is the Makeup Forever HD Skin. I ended up buying it in my shade 2, and I'll put all of my names down there so you guys know which ones I purchased. So you guys are aware of what shades I am in. All these shades do suit me well, very beautifully. Then this one, you guys. This foundation I've waited for 10 years. 10 years to buy. You heard that clearly. 10 years. I finally pulled the plug and did it. Estee Lauder Double Wear. I've wanted this for 10 years and I've never ever bit the bullet because I'm like, oh, I already have these foundations. I want to try using, this is my cycle. Since 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. It's been about 6 years since I've actually bought a foundation, you guys. It's ridiculous. Like, why would I torturing myself that way? I don't know. So I ended up buying this one and I have used it and I really do like it. I think this would be really good in the summertime. So I'm very happy. I do have events, weddings, very high-end weddings that we're attending, and I wanted foundations that I can rely on, that I wasn't just halfway doing it, finagling it, figuring it out. I just couldn't do it anymore. Then I ended up buying this one. This is the one I'm wearing today. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh. They were doing a buy one, get one free, so I got this and the concealer, heads up. This is the foundation that I'm currently wearing on my face, and you guys, it's beautiful. Look how glowy my skin looks. I know I can only use this in the wintertime, but it's beautiful. I really do like it. So, you guys. And last but not least, I loved this foundation so much. I ended up getting my actual shade in it. I ended up buying the one that I wanted in the shade the same shade as I bought in this one is what I bought here. So I haven't used it yet, but it will be my summer shade, definitely. Like one that I can really wear, because this one was a little bit too light and I didn't want to make it work. I was tired of making things work. I just wanted shades that are my shade. So I ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 foundations that I purchased with gift cards. 10 foundations. And again, I had 6 gift cards, you guys, so I went crazy. I did. I ended up also purchasing 3 new concealers. The Born This Way concealer, I have heard nonstop stuff about it. This is the foundation that I have that was sent to me, so I wanted to try it with the foundation. I have yet to try it on my face, but I am going to go ahead and let you guys know what I think about that one. The Pretty Fresh one, I ended up getting this one, and this is what I'm wearing on my under eyes today. And so far, so good. So far, so good, you guys. I really do like this one. And then I had warned you guys last month that I was probably going to go ahead and do it, and I did. I bought my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC20. I have gone through 2 of these already. This is my 3rd bottle that I have purchased on my own, you guys. On my own. So, like I told you guys, that's a lot. It's a lot. I am well aware that it's a lot. I went from going to 1 foundation to all the way to 13 foundations in total. And I don't have buyer's remorse. I don't have any regret whatsoever. I didn't spend a dime of my own bank money on these because these were all gift cards that I was hoarding, saving for those few things here and there for the holidays. And I just said enough. I really did. I just had enough with trying to finagle foundations. And I didn't realize how bad my foundation shades were that were being sent to me. And I was just finagling with them. But also, I was frustrated because I had 2 weddings this past year. I had a lot of nice events that we were going to, and I didn't have a foundation for it. I didn't have a base for it, and I didn't feel like it's very, very true. If your base of your face isn't what what you want it to look like, anything else you put on top is just not going to work. And as much as I was trying to make things work, I was never really happy 100% with my makeup looks because the foundation wasn't exactly what I wanted it to be, whether it was too sheer or it didn't build up. And if I built it up, it looked too orange on my skin. And then I had to plug this in with it and plug in. And then here I'm putting more layers and layers and layers. And it's just, after so many years of doing that, I just like, enough already. Judge me all you want, you guys. I am so happy with this because I've tried almost, I think about 9 out of the 13 foundations. And so far, I don't feel like one I want to return because there's a purpose and a reason for each of these in my collection. And I'm just so happy. Same thing with the concealers, the 3 concealers that I purchased on my own. Again, I've been having issues with my under eye. I've been working with them, and there's different occasions for different things. And I don't have a want or feel to buy anything else. Like, this is it. I have met it. I have reached it. And I can guarantee you I will not be buying any more complexion products because this is what I've wanted. This was on my wish list for so long. With the exception of these 2, everything else has been on my wish list because they're old. They're old stuff. This isn't anything new to the market. This is old stuff. I just have been wanting it for a while. I just never bit the bullet because I wanted to bring down my numbers. But screw the numbers. I just want my complexion to look beautiful the way that I want it to look like, so then I have confidence when I go out and do my thing and I have to worry about, oh, well, I got to wear a turtleneck because I got to cover my neck because it doesn't match my face. You know, that kind of thing. Okay, now that I have finished all of my PR and gifts, we are still at 18 credits, you guys, because that was all either gifted to me, PR, or I ended up using gift cards on. So I'm very thankful and grateful that I was able to do that, you guys, because it's a lot of money. But I got a lot of, I told you, I used points, I used a bunch of stuff. So it really helped out a lot in the end, which I'm content with. Okay, so we still have 18 credits in the bank. And now let's move on to empties. So my first empty that I have is this concealer. I mean, this foundation. This is the foundation I was telling you guys about. This is the 3rd bottle that I've had that has been sent to me for free. All 3 bottles that I've tried of this Clinique foundation have been sent to me for free from Ulta. I've never purchased these on my own. I thought that last year I chose the right shade again, and I realized online when I looked at these shades, when I recently did, I realized why these don't work for me, because it's either neutral warm or neutral cool. There is no neutral foundation color. And I realized how orange this foundation looked on me. It was so bad, you guys, so bad. When I put on another foundation that I bought, I was just like, wow. My mouth dropped. I was like, wow, I've been struggling for this long and didn't even know I was struggling with it. So I'm done with it. It's empty. You guys can see the windowing right there. It's empty. It's done. I'm done. I don't want this one back in my life. It's just the colors just don't suit me. 3 different shades I've tried, and all 3 times I was just never 100% satisfied, and I just used it up, even though this was for free. I'm done. Happy that I'm finished that one. So second empty is this eyeliner. This is the Mirabella eyeliner in the shade, I think it was like bronze or something. This shade right here. I've had this eyeliner for years. I ended up getting this in a BoxyCharm. I can't remember what subscription, and I really like the color. It was long, so it's taken me years to use this up, but I finally was able to use it. I was using it as a base and as a lower lash line, and then putting one of my Project Pan shades in there. So I ended up finishing this off, which is beautiful. So that's another credit I'm adding back to my collection, or my bank. And then the last thing you guys saw was I ended up using this Neutrogena color stick. You guys know that this is something that I use in a Project Pan. So I was able to finish my very first lip product this year. So this is the 3rd credit going back. So that means I ended up coming with 3. So I have 3 empties. So I'm adding 3. So that equals 21 credits. 21 credits, but we're not done, right? Am I doing that right? 19, 20, 21. Yes, 21 credits we have so far. Let's move on to our empties, shall we? Or not our empties, our pans. So I have 4 pans to share with you guys today. First one is my L'Oreal base. So I have a nice pan in there. This is the only primer I have. So this is half a credit going back into my bank. Second one that I have is my Becca corrector. You guys can see that nice juicy pan in there. That's another half a point that I can put in there. Then I hit pan in this palette. This is my Beauty Bay New Romantic palette. and I was able to hit pan in here. So that's another half a point that I can put back in my credit. And then the last one, this was in my Pan Those Eyeshadows last month. I was able to hit pan in that shade right there. So that is another half a point. So that means 2 more points are putting back into my bank. So we're up to 23 points. But we're not done, you guys. We are not done. I myself ended up using money on 2 products that I've wanted for a while. And this is no surprise to you guys. I've talked about this for months. I've considered it, debated, and wondered. And I said, all right, I used up all of my gift cards. Now it's time for my bank to get involved. So I did end up buying 2 things on my own personal money. First one was the Anastasia Cream Bronzer. You guys know I have spoken to you guys about this, that I've been wanting this for the summer because it's a warmer based cream bronzer. So I got the shade Amber. And I'm intending to use this in the summertime. So I ended up buying this one. So that's a point taken away because I ended up buying my own thing. And the other one was a powder. This is my MAC MSF. I've wanted this for a while. I've used up 2 of these and I've been missing it. So I ended up buying a replacement for it. I didn't need another powder, but I do love this one. It is one of my favorites for the summertime. So I ended up purchasing that. So that's another credit getting taken out of my beauty budget. So that ends up leaving me at 21 credits. In total, 21 credits, you guys. So we didn't do so bad, but I do want to show you guys some gift with purchases that I ended up getting. With a lot of these foundations, I ended up getting mystery bags, sample bags, that kind of stuff. You know how Ulta's awesome about that stuff. So I'm going to run through these real quick with you guys because these don't affect my points either. But I want to be upfront and honest with you guys of all the things that I did get. So if you see it in my inventory numbers, you're not shocked where did that come from. All right, so some free gift with purchases that I ended up getting was another concealer. It's a mini from Charlotte Tilbury in Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer in the shade Medium. So this was part of like a, I guess, a point perk from Sephora, like a, you know, you enter the code and it gets it. So this is what this looks like. So I have another little mini concealer and I have been using it and I do like it. It's not my favorite, but I do like this. I'm just going to start pulling things out of Ulta. So I ended up getting a sponge, which I do appreciate. Another L'Oreal sponge. So I have a Real Techniques and another one. Then I ended up getting Urban Decay Zero Liner from Ulta. I got another eyeshadow primer. You guys, I want to buy that Milani one, but I don't need it as bad as I needed these foundations. So, not that I needed them, but you know what I mean. Like, I'd appreciate those more. I ended up getting another mascara. Mascara, again, I'm trying to buy my own, and I still keep getting samples. I'm not, I don't get the itch to buy a mascara, but these foundations, again, I had the urge, and I really wanted these. I ended up getting an all-nighter setting spray sample. Ended up getting this Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. You guys are going to have to tell me what this is exactly. Do I put this in my powder category or in my foundation category? It's for face and eyes. I don't understand this product. I haven't opened it up, but you guys, maybe I'll do a video testing it out. I don't know. You guys are going to have to let me know. You guys know more than me. Ended up getting this, which is a shocker. This is a Milani Gel Cream Liquid Blush in Nude Flush. I'm going to give it a try, and if I don't like it, I can pass that along. Ended up getting a free brush, a Morphe brush. I got this sample size of a Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk foundation. So I ended up getting another foundation sample. Aquaphor Immediate Relief for Dry Lips, which is perfect because my youngest kid suffers from dry lips, so that'll be perfect for her. I ended up getting a corrector. This is the LA Girl corrector in green. I don't know if I'm going to need this. I don't know. We'll see. Ulta Juicy Infused Lip Oil, which I'm very excited. I like this. So I'm going to definitely get that in use. And then 2 more things I ended up getting was this Smashbox Photo Finish Illuminating Glow Primer. So I have this to play around with. And then I ended up getting a Laura Mercier Rose Gold Caviar Stick out of this. So that's all the stuff, you guys. It's a lot this month. It was a lot. I wasn't expecting the makeup baskets that my sister gave me at all. I had all intentions of buying the foundations because once I got this in the mail in the beginning of the month, I said, screw it. I want to buy my own foundations. I had that urge. And for me, after 7 years wanting to do that, I think it's well deserved. It's well deserved for me. The concealer, same thing. I started out this year with one. I had 3 in total products, 2 foundations and 1 concealer, and they were all PR stuff. I had not bought anything in so long because I've used everything up that it was time to replenish with the things that I wanted in my life. And be upset, call me out, do whatever you got to do. I'm not mad. I'm happy. I don't know if I'm going to keep all these. Like, I'm still debating on certain things like this. I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about certain things that I got that were not part of me picking them out. I got to think about whether I'm going to keep or not. But the things that I did use my gift cards on, I am happy. I am thrilled. I am happy as a bird, you guys. I've had that reignite, like that flame was reignited when I bought these foundations to play around with my makeup, to see my foundations, to love them, and just know that I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun with the ones that I've always wanted to try. I'm just so happy. Very, very happy and content. So I'm good. I'm good. Now, I used up all of my gift cards. So I ended up with 21 credits this month. Anything that I buy in the future, unless Mother's Day is coming up, my anniversary is coming up, my birthday's coming up, I don't see myself getting any gift cards before the month of May. So if I buy anything in March or April, it's going to be straight deductions because I don't have any more gift cards left, you guys. No more points, no more gift cards. Everything has been used up and gone. So that's it. That's all you have, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Did I go overboard? I don't feel like I did just because I let it all out. I just got it. Because if I was only going to buy 1 or 2 foundations, I knew I was never going to buy the other ones that I wanted. I just said, get the ones you want finally and just play. Rotate, have fun, play. Enjoy it. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it now that my skin has changed. I understand it better. It is what it is. All right, you guys. I'll put down my shade names of all the foundations that I purchased. So then that way you guys know. And I will put down the shade names of the ones that I did get gifted. So then you guys will also know that. So far, I have not encountered one that is not my shade. I truly am a neutral base person. Like, I realized I am neutral undertone. I can go either way, but neutral is the best one for me. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry it was so late for me to post this video because I was waiting for certain things to arrive and I wanted to make sure everything was here when I shared it with you guys and everything got taken care of. That's all that I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. More videos on the screen for your dream. And until then, adios.